To Margaret Wong, we'll talk about community engagement. And Margaret is a stalwart when it comes to community engagement. She's done so much. And we'll go to you next, Margaret, to talk about your friendship with Richard.
Thank you. Richard, I didn't know that you're... No, I can't walk too far. Okay. I didn't know that you're 80 until I got your invitation.
Okay.
Because I always thought you were much older than I. And today you find out that I am truly much older than you. Why did I think you were so much older than I 40-some years ago? Because we all looked young then, right? 40 years ago. But because he was this tall, dark, and handsome Caucasian who was introduced to the group I was with as Dr. Richard Bohr, okay, PhD in Chinese history from Harvard. My God! After that, I didn't even dare go close to him. I immediately became ashamed and embarrassed because he knows so much more about my country, my motherland, and my country than I ever will by the time I met him. But instead of feeling sorry for myself, I saw an opportunity because I was forced by my headmaster to teach Chinese. And I really didn't know anything about it because I left China when I was in the 3rd grade. But the headmaster wouldn't let me quit. He said, you are Chinese, and if you're Chinese, you can teach French this well, then you ought to be teaching Chinese. Nixon has already opened the door to America, and it's time for you to teach Chinese instead of French. So I taught, I was lucky enough, I had my father with me, living at my home, so every night I sat up with him and his teaching me. And so I could teach the next day. But when I met Richard, I saw the opportunity to introduce history to my language teaching. This combination of language and history is exactly what American students need to learn, because just one or the other is too boring. So the headmaster hired you right away. And so we co-taught for some years before the colleges got hold of him. And Richard, we had the right timing. Our timing in our career was golden, you could say. Because when we started teaching, even though I didn't even know what I was doing, everybody wanted to learn. Americans were so curious, so excited, so enthusiastic about learning Chinese, about China, that we had a very easy time working those 40 years. And look at now. How long are we going to be in this slump? I certainly hope that it will be short. And what? Anyway, we hope our students that we have taught will continue our work into the future. And now I'll give my mic to another person. But before that, I just wanted to add to Kevin Clancy, you did not give Dr. Bohr your greatest gift that he gave you. Indirectly, he had Kevin meet the love of his life, the most beautiful Chinese girl. Oh, Kaishan. You know she's a descendant from Confucius. And she certainly has the wisdom. Thank you.